So old Joe Rogan's at it again. I'm just an idiotic, stupid dog, so far be it from me. Okay, so far be it from me. But I don't get a chance to see Joe's podcasts all that often. So when I do, I hope I catch a good one. Unfortunately, I caught the one where he's interviewing Bob Ross about some Canadian named Jordan Peterson. So Bob Ross is in the studio with Joe. I thought Bob had passed, but evidently not. He's slow talking. He's soft talking. He's in there with Joe, whatever you call it, low talking, so you barely hear the guy. And they're concerned with the fact that Canada is going to represent some some wackadoo, basically. Probably he's probably not a wackadoo. He's probably an okay guy, but he makes his living stirring up crap, talking on the radio. So you tell me. Anyways, it doesn't matter. This Joe Peterson, he describes himself as a classical British liberal. He says he's from the school of your classical British liberalism. Now, what this entails, it's like a political tradition or it's a branch of liberalism that's probably not very liberal. In our country, would call that a very conservative guy. A lot of the places where liberalism and conservatism, American liberalism and American conservatism, and British liberalism intersect is that I think all three really want to have civil liberties. Up until the Donald Trump era, I thought the conservatives wanted the rule of law. I think that people want to have individual freedom, political freedom, freedom of speech, and all this other stuff. But the one thing that the British classical liberalism it also includes is laissez-faire economics, which basically means no one tells you what to do. So you can take your arsenic and your lead and your mercury and then you can dump them right in the river. No government's going to tell you not to pollute that river. So everybody was swimming in the river or fishing in the river. Now they don't have the freedom anymore. They don't have the freedom to go take a swim or eat a fish because the guy took the freedom first when he dumped all the mercury into the river. So it's okay. That's how it works. But I wish Bob Ross and Joe Rogan well, and I hope that this has been an illuminating, thing. It's basically, it's not saying, no, be careful what you ask for, you might get it. It's not saying that grass is always greener. I don't know what it's saying. It's just saying that anytime you think you can come up with a foolproof method of any kind of government or school of thought, it has to devolve or divulge, whatever you call it, into occultism, because what you're juxtaposing, so to speak, you're juxtaposing that your system of thought can answer each and every question, and it just doesn't work that way. That only works that way in fairy tales and occultism. So whatever, it's okay. It doesn't matter. Believe me, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter.